Hey guys, Dina Wolf here. I am super excited that you're here with me today. And I wanted to kind of share with you, I've been learning some tips and tricks on how to help hair growth. So not only just the growth, but also to things like gray hair. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to get some grays, and you can see here in my sideburns, I have quite a few. And then I also get them kind of underneath here. So they're kind of, hopefully you can kind of see that, but they're kind of stacked in there quite nicely underneath where most of the time you won't see them, but they bother me. I know they're there. So what I wanted to share with you today is using essential oils to help get rid of like the grays, and then also to like things like hair growth. So if you're somebody who, really struggles with like losing hair, rosemary is a really great essential oil to use. So I have a little bit of rosemary here, and I use doTERRA. It's the best oil that you can get in the world today, which is fabulous. There's no synthetics, dyes, or fillers in there, so you don't have to worry about having weird reactions because there aren't any synthetics. So I'm going to put a couple of drops on my fingers, as you can see there, and then kind of just massage that into my fingers. And then I'm just going to gently like kind of rub that into my scalp. Okay. And that's going to really help to promote hair growth. Now, if you're somebody who has like some areas where maybe you have some thinning, male pattern baldness kind of up in the top area region, or if you're a female and maybe you have some areas where it's a little bit patchy. I have one friend that has an autoimmune disorder where it leaves her big patches of hair missing, so it just kind of falls out. And it's an autoimmune disorder that attacks the hair follicles. And so she puts the rosemary on her scalp, and that really helps to bring that hair growth back. And I think that's just a great way that you can utilize your essential oils in a fashion that helps to promote natural hair growth, which is great. So another essential oil that I want to talk about, I'm super excited about, is lemon oil. So lemon oil not only helps with things like flaky, dry scalp. So if you're someone who has like maybe some flakiness in the scalp area, or your scalp tends to be very dry, lemon oil is going to help that. Now also, so I have lemon here, and I have little dropper tops on mine just so it makes it a little bit easier for me to access that. And I'm going to put a little bit on my fingertips, and I'm going to actually rub my fingers together, and I'm going to kind of rub that into my scalp as well. But I really want to hit these sideburns right here where I have a lot of gray. So lemon really helps with the gray hair. And you'll notice that like my hair doesn't look really slick and oily or anything like that. If you do mix this with fractionated coconut oil, you'll tend to have a little bit greasier look, just so you know, okay? And I've done that before too. So the days where I'm getting ready to like wash my hair, I don't wash my hair every day because it dries it out. But the days where I know that okay, it's time to wash my hair, what I'll do is take fractionated coconut oil and mix it with the lemon and the rosemary, and then I'll make like a hot oil treatment, kind of just heat it up just a smidge so it's warm, and then really massage that into my scalp. Put like a cap on, let it sit for a good 10 minutes, and then go jump in the shower and then shampoo that all out. You can leave it on for an hour if you want to. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to burn your scalp or anything like that, which is nice. And then, see, I have like a lot of these little flyaways up here. So this is a great way to kind of get those to kind of calm down a little bit as well. Okay. So if you're someone who has some untamed hair, my hair is naturally wavy. So I do straighten it, and it was rainy today. So of course, so here you can see where a lot of my grays are, okay? And so this is a really wonderful way to help to tame those grays, because I'm not somebody that likes to do a lot of dyeing. There's a lot of chemicals in the dye. If I do color my hair at all, it's with something called hair print, and it's a all natural, it's so natural, like you can eat it. And all it does is it lifts the gray off your hair and it returns it back to the color that you normally are. And you can look at that. It's at hairprint.com. You can check that out, and it's really awesome. Another oil that's great for hair is lavender. And so there's some studies that have actually shown that it has like an antimicrobial type property to it. And it's wonderful for things that might be like a little bit fungal or bacterial. So if you are struggling with something like that, on the scalp, in the hair, wherever that might be a great oil for you to choose. Okay. If you're someone, and then also too, like if you suffer from emotional stress and it makes your hair fall out, lavender is a great one. And I would also suggest adding a little bit of basil oil to it. Basil's phenomenal at reducing, helping the body reduce its own cortisol levels. So when they become unnaturally high, that cortisol tends to block the effects of our hormones, and then it can lead to things like hair loss, thyroid dysfunction, adrenal dysfunction, those kinds of things. Then we have like not sleeping good and a whole slew of other problems that we really just don't want. And so what a great way. You have a lot of, nerves and, what do you call it? Like, your brain and spinal cord is up here and then attaches at the back of the neck. So this is a great way to get your essential oils in through the skin and into where they need to go, which is phenomenal. I love dropping basil right on my head. Now, if you're someone who likes to get a lot of hugs from people that are taller than you, they're going to say you smell like a pizza. So if that tends to be the case, you can definitely use the bottom of your feet as well. But I just like to use the scalp because I love all the benefits that my hair gets. And you can see my hair is very thick, very long. I do have grays. It's been a long time. It's probably been a good year since I've colored my hair or done anything to it. I don't cut it, but maybe once or twice a year anyway. I'm actually going to get a cut this week. So I'm excited about that. And my hair is very low maintenance. Like I said, I do straighten it. That's about all I do to it. I don't put any chemicals or anything like that. I use a sulfate-free natural shampoo as well. And I do also want to share with you Cedar Wood. Cedar Wood is another essential oil that is wonderful to help stimulate the hair follicles. So if you're really struggling with things like falling out, it stimulates that growth and is a great way to help with that hair loss, okay? And they did a study and they showed, it was done in Scotland, and 86 patients were actually randomized, chosen into 2 different groups. And one group actually massaged a combination of cedarwood, thyme, lavender, and rosemary. And with a little bit of jojoba oil and grapeseed carrier oils, and they massaged that into the scalp. And then the control group only used just the carrier oil, and they use those daily. Okay, so one group had the essential oils, one just had the carrier oil only, and both massaged them into the scalp. The control group used the carrier oils. After 7 months, the group with the essential oils, the group with the essential oils, 44% of them noticed that they had a difference in their alopecia symptoms. So they were noticing a lot more hair growth. And then 15% in the control group, so just using the carrier oil, had some hair growth and showed improvement as well. So note to self, you could mix them together and you'll get a good, much better odds at seeing the results that you want to see, right? So the cedar wood can actually help to reduce skin irritations as well, and is great for repelling bugs. Bugs don't like cedar either. So if you do have, maybe if you live in an area where there's a lot of like community hair stuff going on, we'll just say, then it's a great choice to have on hand to help combat and keep you from those critters from like jumping on you. Or if you know you're outdoors, you have a pet that tends to share, you know, its ringworm or whatever. It's great for that as well. So you can mix it with the lavender, the cedar wood with the lavender, and it's very gentle and mild. Now, if you're someone who has a lot of oil in the scalp, so you know, we have dark hair, and me and my oldest daughter have dark hair and tend to be a lot more greasy than the other people in the family. And so if you're someone who has a lot of struggles with the extra oily skin in the hair and the scalp, the peppermint essential oil actually does calm the sebum glands and keeps you from overproducing that oil. So you can maybe go a couple extra days without shampooing your hair as frequently, which is nice, because then that helps your hair growth as well. So all great ways. Clary Sage is another one that I love to use as well. Wonderful for any kind of like hair loss, hormone fluctuations, and that kind of thing. Helps to balance stress as well. Remember I talked to you a little bit about how the basil works really nicely on the cortisol. Your Clary Sage does the same thing. Great for things like flaky, dry scalp. Wonderful for stress reduction. And you can actually apply that to your wrists, your temples, the bottom of your feet, and that helps you avoid the flaky patches, which is really nice. So hopefully these little handy hints have helped you with things that have to do with hair, okay? And look forward to seeing you get rid of your grays. Look at that. Yep, I'm gonna be one day back to normal, no gray. Yeah, that'd be awesome, right? And all natural. Woohoo! So if you have done this before or used essential oils for anything to do with your hair, I would love to hear about it. We also add them to the shampoo too. So that's another thing that you could do as well, is add any of those essential oils that we talked about to your shampoo that you have already, and you'll see the added benefits as well to that. So I look forward to hearing from you. If you haven't already, click the like button, and there's a little bell as well, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you, and I look forward to hearing from you.